have a wonderful picture of me holding Dan Radcliffe up by one ankle and when he's fighting the troll. And I've got Dan upside down in one hand and a walkie-talkie on the other.
There was a lot of silliness, a lot of fun, and a lot of seriousness because we were making these films. We were ambitious about the work we were doing. They were ambitious for it. They were developing as individuals and developing as actors.
In those doorways, as tempting as it can be, because once we get you all inside the Great Hall and the doors closed, they make for a fantastic photo opportunity. Do keep making your way in for me, guys. Now, as you are seeing more of the Great Hall, I'm sure you can see that we are dressed and ready for the Christmas feast seen in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. The garlands, and we've also got 7 Christmas trees as well. Now, these Christmas tree decorations are very much a group project. So they were designed by the art department, created by the props team, with floating candles that we've rigged above the Great Hall, just like they were during early production filming. Now, I say early production because the original technique for the candles was to use a real fuel reservoir and wick and light the candles live on set. However, at the time, the Great Hall was a little bit prone to drafts, and so the candle's flame flickered, caught onto the wire holding it up, and they did start to fall down during filming. So of course, the production team decided this was far too dangerous, and they decided to use CGI to create the candles as well as the rest of the enchanted Great Hall ceiling. Now rest assured, these candles above your head today have been fitted with LED lights instead, which is creating that incredible flickering effect. Now, I don't know about all of you, but looking at all this food around me is making me a little bit hungry. It might surprise you to know that it's all entirely made out of resin by the props team. Now, originally, a little bit of real food was made for the feast for the cast and crew to enjoy during filming, and it smelled absolutely incredible for about 1 hour. After several hours on set under those hot studio lights, it definitely started to smell a lot less appetizing. So the props team decided to step in and create the food themselves. Now over on the far table, we've got our savoury part of the feast, so turkeys, ham, potatoes and peas. And on the table next to me, we have our desserts. And what Christmas feast is complete without Christmas puddings? Over on my side, we actually have Christmas puddings rigged up to a special effect, and they do produce a real flame. So we're going to see the special effects just in a minute, but if I can ask you all to take a step away from the barrier just to make sure that no one's eyebrow gets singed off, because this does include real flames. And of course, you should be focusing on the 4 centre puddings. These are the ones that are rigged up for the effect. So we're going to leaves on top are made out of steel. Now everyone, your time at the Great Hall is coming to an end, so just a few more things from me before you begin your self-guided tour around the corner. If you picked up our studio tour passports, which are the little books, you should be looking for 7 stamping locations and 15 golden snitches that are hidden in the tour. I'll help you out with your first snitch. It's just hanging in the archway over there as you exit the Great Hall. Now, if you haven't picked up a passport, don't worry, you can find them at the Gryffindor Common Room, and that is also the location of the first stamp. Once again, everyone, thank you so much for visiting today during our Hogwarts in the Snow feature. You're now free to go and explore behind the scenes of the most magical film series in the world. Thank you.
seems like ages ago when I first walked into the Great Hall, and I couldn't believe how fantastically real it felt. It was as if I was stepping into the pages of the book, especially for a young boy. It was truly magical. And now that you're here, walking onto the same sets we've used for all these years, I hope that you too can feel a little bit of that magic. One of the fun things you'll see is that many of the interior sets were all built under the same roof. So Dumbledore's office was sometimes back to back with the Weasley Burrow, which was then just steps away from Hagrid's home. In fact, it's fairly common to step off one set and find yourself somewhere different. It seems like ages ago that I first walked into the Great Hall, and I couldn't believe how fantastically real it all felt. It was as if I was stepping into the pages of the book, especially for a young boy.
One day.
Well, how can you Rugby එක ෆයිට් කරන්න එයා අර බේර ගන්න.
මගේ වීඩියෝ එක සුපිරියට එනවා නිකන් සිනමැටික් ගන්න ඔක්කොම ඉවෙන්ට් එක ඉවරනකන් ඉන්නවා බණිය රේටියක්
around the world, very separate and are inspirational today. Now, the cemetery and Happy's costume has been put back lovely together just for you to be able to enjoy it here. However, you'll be surprised to know that the costume you see was not worn by the late great Roger Coltrane. Now, Robbie was a very tall man, standing at 6'2". He wasn't quite tall enough to play our 7'6" giant on screen. And so our filmmakers brought in a size double, a man called Martin Bayfield, who's an ethnic rugby player who stands at a staggering 6'10" in real life. So incredibly tall, but we thought we could go taller. And so we gave Martin a padded up costume with stilts inside his boots and gave him a head so that he could also walk like Hagrid. Now, in the very first 2 movies, Martin will be referred to as a dead head. I know that sounds a little bit sinister, but it's just a silicone mask that has no movement attached to it. When we made production of Prisoner of Azkaban, our director at the time wanted Martin's portrayal to be a little bit more realistic, and so our creatures effects department got involved by creating him an animatronic head.
Taken from the Griffin hunt to
There's no
we would have children
అమ్మాయి తాత అయితే
Ini apa kalau ini?
මතක නැටල්ල පොඩ්ඩක්
Se tu trovi nel sito ti faccio, ci andiamo a casa.
Yeah, there you go. The office feature portrait, Hogwarts headmaster, which was painted from steel with the
about the making of the night bus from the first line. Now we enjoy the
And what is the difference between Maxwell and Bitcoin? I can teach you which light and seriousness. I tell you how to bottle groove glory and freedom Our new selection.
Hogwarts in the Snow feature. Now, if you'd like to find out a little bit more about the making of everybody's favourite half-giant, Hagrid, do come by work on currently stood. Now, besides me, you can see we've recreated a very iconic scene where Hagrid is pulling these very large trees through the grounds of Hogwarts, ready to be decorated and put up into the Great Hall, just like you guys would have experienced today. The 7-foot tree and Hagrid's costume has been lovingly put back together for you to be able to enjoy. However, you'll be surprised to know that the costume you see before you was not worn by the late great Robbie Coltrane. And that's because even though Robbie was a tall man standing at 6'2", he wasn't quite tall enough to play our 7'6" half giant. And so our filmmakers brought in a size double, a man called Martin Bayfield, who is an ex-England rugby player who stands at a staggering 6'10" in real life. So incredibly tall, but we thought we could go taller. And so we gave him a padded out costume, we put stilts inside his shoes, and gave him a head so that he could also look like Hagrid himself.
In the very first two movies, Martin wore what we refer to as a dead head. Now that sounds a little bit sinister, but it's just a silicone mask that has no movement attached to it. When we were in pre-production for Prisoner of Azkaban, our director at the time wanted Martin's portrayal to be a little bit more realistic, and so our creatures effect department got involved by creating an animatronic head. The head itself is currently on stage, and you'll be able to see that it kind of blinks and it kind of smiles, which was good, but not good enough for our filmmakers. And so we went back to the that would have been Robbie Coltrane, and so we intercut all that footage together to make one complete character. Now, looking at the costume and the head, Martin's temperature to allow him to perform to his best ability. Now, this is just one of the many techniques we use for Hagrid, and then just around the corner, you'll come across our Hagrid's table photo opportunity, where we use another technique called forced perspective, which means if you're sat up, really demonstration of how we were able to create the night bus for the Prisoner of Azkaban films. Once again, thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your time here at the making of
මෙතන ගහලා දෙනවනේ no photo. ඔයාගේ ෆොටෝ එක ඕන දැන් ඉන්නේ කියන්නේ.
Hello everyone, now if you just listen to my friend Ines, then please feel free to come over towards me over here just by the night bus, and I'll be showing you a little bit about how it works. So hello everyone, please feel free to come over towards me just over here. Perfect, so hello everyone and welcome to the Warner Brothers Studio Tour, London, the making of Harry Potter, especially during our Modern Snow feature. My name is Caitlin and it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all here today. So yes, of course, to the rest of the week we do have our iconic night bus. Now we first see yes, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. So when it came to making this night bus, special effects team led up by John Richardson decided that they wanted this to be a three-decker bus. So what they've done is they took a normal red double-decker bus, took the top off, put a middle layer in, put the top back on, and painted it with iconic purple colour. And we actually had two things. However, the second one was 2 times heavier, which means we was able to drive around the streets of London without it falling over or slipping around corners. And then the first one we have is one we have here for you today. So you can see the interior.
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
So you may see the footage in the windows. So when we were filming, that was actually a blue screen, and footage was added in post-production.
What did you say your name was again? I didn't. Well, whereabouts are you waiting? The Leaky Cauldron. That's another. You ain't heard. The Leaky Cauldron is in London.
The Leaky Cauldron. Hey, you got the pea soup? Make sure you eat it before it eats you.
Just a side effect and a spinning chandelier. The chandelier is attached to a pneumatic actuator, so that pushes air through it to help it move by itself. And then the vents are on the electronic actuator, which helps them move forwards and backwards on their runner. However, to give them more dramatic effect, crew has beds on roads and they've been to them to and from while filming as well.
Lady at 12 o'clock.
Now, in just a moment, we will have our famous countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3.5, 2, 1 3/4. Yes!
So during filming, we actually had to shot multiple parts of London, being places like Palmer Green, London Bridge and Borough Market.
Mind your head.
Hey guys, why the long faces?
So filming in London means coming across multiple bridges. So we actually had a crane on board. So you'll come and take the top off, we'll go under the ground, we'll go through our brand divination bathroom and inside our bathroom. We can open and come back. Once again, that's everything for me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your tour.
swap.
Ale ja nie umiem tego zrobić.
To my swap to zrobimy.
വീഡിയോ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഒന്നും നടക്കും.
Now, I'm going to be talking about one of the most iconic, but yet chaotic forms of transport that would have been used in films. And of course, I'm talking about the one and only night bus. Now, folks, do keep on moving down so you can see the inside of the bus. And do not be looking at me either, I'm not that interested. So, with the night bus, you may remember, here gets Stuart Harry, when he's on himself, it's traffic in the prison bus van.
First time I cycling like you have to make it all.
මට හැම වෙලේම ඉස්සරහින් යනවා ඒතර විඩින් විඩේ ලස්සනට වීඩියෝ කරන්න.
grin. Not the grin, you idiot, but a grin. Taking form of a dark spectral dog. It's among the darkest omens of our world. Omen. Death.
Everybody, make sure you have space around you. This is quite a physical show, okay? As well as that, if you've got a wand, you are cool and awesome, don't you worry. But if you don't have a wand, that's absolutely fine. Just use your finger, because the most powerful wizards use their fingers too, okay? But trust me, it's going to be absolutely amazing. You'll be fine. We're going to be using our right hand as our wand hand for this demonstration. Everybody good? Lovely. So make sure you've got some space. What you're going to do, you're going to put your left leg out and then make sure your back leg is nice and firm. We're going to put our left arm up and that's going to point towards our enemy. But then we're going to put our right arm up. And what we're going to do, a little bounce and point. And that is move number one. It's very easy. So that's it. We're going to do 3, 2, 1, bounce and point. That easy? That was easy, I think, okay? Lovely. Well, the next move is even easier because what we're going to do, we're in move number one. We're just going to take maybe a step forward or just switch your legs, that's fine, and do a little flick. But remember, you can't point up, point at the enemy. Otherwise, your spell's going to go through that skeleton just up there. That's going to collapse on you, isn't it? Okay, so let's go back to move number one. Bounce and the number 2, point. Perfect. Move number 3, we're going to stay at move number 2, but once again, switch your legs, put your defense arm up, put your one arm underneath. That's a pretty cool spell because we're blocking this spell whilst attacking as well. So that are your 3 attacking moves. Let's go through them one more time. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Perfect, we have got that. Now, block and let go of it. Now, this is your final move. This is your Banderillas move, okay? Which is what Lord Voldemort uses near towards the end. Everybody. And then you wand like that. And point at the enemy. Point, 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 point. Point, point, point. And break it. So that's all your moves. Do we remember them? We'll do them one more time. I'm going to bring out your opponent. So, number 1, number 2, number 3. Then, if I'm going to point at you, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the massive shield one. And what's Banderillas? Whoa, and step forward. Okay, everyone. Let's bring on the Death Eater. You've got this, okay? But there's not just one Death Eater. There are 2 Death Eaters. Okay, everybody, get your wands ready and attack. Move number 1, number 2, number 3. You got it. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 1, number 2, number 3. And that's it, everybody. That is a great first round. But they're not entirely dead yet. Okay? Let's see what Attack at them, point and attack. Keep going, keep going, keep going, and do your blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Massive shield. And boom. Oh. Okay. We've nearly got them. Nearly got them. Okay, everybody, we have used up quite a lot of our moves, but I believe we have one more in stock. That's our banderas, feet together, massive bow, everybody, massive bow, and point. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Hey! 1, 2, down. Massive round of applause. You all have defeated not one, but 2 Death Eaters. You should be very, very proud of yourself. Yeah, go back, Death Eaters. Go back to the Dark Lord. Oh, they're not that happy at all.
You might hear it.
Charlie needs to show you off.
Không bạn gọi là ngồi dưới đây.
Bad blood will.
What is it?
I guess.
Squishy, and then they have a wire going down the middle, so then they could have made it look like they were crawling away on the thing. So. Oh my god!
The entire team at Easton has been like.
Very, very durable. Once they're cast, they go into an oven, dry out, into our oven. You leave these coals in there for, say, 3 or 4 days. They will be
Harry. Harry.
All of that castle made out of Lego.
2, 3. Harry.